Well, I, the first step from my point of view, after reading it, obviously, was just to read the book very, very carefully and try and figure out what scenes and moments were fundamental to the narrative. And all I can say is that as a process, it seemed very straightforward to me at the time. I don't know how many people here have read the book, but the scenes that some scenes just jump out. You need them in order for the narrative to move forwards. And typically, between book and film, you have to be quite ruthless, get rid of a lot of stuff. I guess we got rid of some stuff, but the heart of the book and the bulk of the book, I think, is there. And I guess that was it. It began with a yellow highlighter. That was it.
One thing I think goes to the heart of a lot, the book and the movie, is the scene where young Kathy is listening to the cassette. In the novel, it's Miss Lucy who sees her.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, actually, because it's a very interesting. Well, for me, it's an interesting thing about filmmaking and about the reality of how these things are done and the extent to which things are not fully worked out and are almost accidents, and how you struggle to get things right. That was written exactly as the novel, that it was this little girl being observed by Madame. That was our intention, that's how we shot it. In the edit, it just didn't make sense. And we needed a moment where Ruth, Kira, played by Ella as a little girl, would have a reason why she needed to interject herself in this relationship between Kathy and Tommy. And so we found a shot of Ella standing there, cut her out. The editor, the assistant editor, turned out to be pretty good at rough CG work. Who knew? Was cut out, pasted into that doorway. And amazingly, we hardly changed that in the final. I mean, that's a composite. That's a completely created shot. That was us being like George Lucas or something. And it worked. Well, I think it worked.